traders, Sam Shakespeare coming to you live. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving here in the States. I want to show you, I showed it to you guys yesterday, and I want to show you again just because, yesterday it was up 200, today it's up 197 because it did take this same trade. It did take a little bit of a loss on it, but I'll show you not much of one. So here's that setup. Okay, I showed it to you yesterday. Yesterday it was up 200 and something. Today it's 196. So it took another loss. It took this loss. It took a 7 pip loss, and it's the same trade. I just want to show you. See here, Supreme Combo short pound yen. Entry 140.20.3. That's really a decimal of a pip, really. All right, so that's right here. Pound yen sell, right? You can tell it's a sell. Hold this. See, Supreme Combo short. You can see the tag. Look at the opening price, 140.203. So same exact trade. So it only took a 7 pip loss, where this trade room trade, because of different settings, took a 20 pip loss. Okay. In fact, this settings that I'm showing you hasn't taken a stop over 10 pips yet. Nothing over 10. -7, -5, -5, -4, -3, -6. Okay. If I go to page 2, there's a string of losses here. You'll see, and that's the biggest loss right there, 10 pips. Or there's two of them, 10 pips, 11 actually. So those are the two biggest losses there. A couple getting close, 8, 8. Let me go over here. A couple more. Even with these losses, you're seeing, wow, that seems like a lot of losses. It's really not that much. You see here's 12 pips, then a 20, then down 3, then a 20, then down 7, then a 20. Even all these losses in a row here is only, what, 8, 10, 22. 22, those kind of cancel out. And maybe a few more here is another 12. Oh, that's 18, 26. All these together, this from this last one is about 50 pips, right? But then there's 20 back, maybe lose another 13, then 45 back, and then 20 back, and then 28 back, right? And then it starts really just having a nice little run here. So this is what I like. I really like this setting. What is the setting that's giving us these awesome stop losses with these great targets? That's what I'm going to show you right now, guys. That setting is called the swing stop. Okay. Now, these aren't the exact settings of anything I'm going to release yet, so don't worry about the actual settings. But I do want to show you how the swing stop works. Okay. I'll show it real quick because I want you guys, I think this would be not a bad one to try. Now, the truth is it may get frustrating because it's got a tight stop, which means some of your trades will stop out and may have ended up working out if you gave them a little more room to breathe. That's a fact of the matter. Okay, but what you're playing for is the immediate move in your direction. And if you get that immediate move, often you found it. You found the sweet spot. If you don't, it stops you out and it looks again for the sweet spot. Now, first of all, the swing stop only works with dynamic entries. All right. What can I show you? Let's just do the 1 minute trend. Okay, so dynamic entries. So it won't work with one click. It could actually work with stochastic. Let me double check on the stochastic. But for right now, just consider it a dynamic entry stop loss. Okay, it needs a dynamic entry. You can't use this stop loss with a one-click entry because if you do it with a one-click entry, you're already at the, if you're going long, you're pretty much going to be at the swing low in a sense. So it's kind of, you got to do it with a dynamic entry. And then here's what you need right here. Swing stop. This says not for one click, which means stochastic entry you could use it for, but right now just use it for dynamic until I solidify it. Okay, so this swing stop. Now what it does is, let's show you an example of what a swing stop does. Let's go to this pound yen and say we want to do a 1 minute trend trade. Okay, and by the way, the pound yen did just do a 1 minute trend trade and it made like 5 pips, not a big deal, but it did it right here. Okay, on the VPS. So I'm going to show you here. And here, let's do it right here. Okay, so you got the higher high. You're at a 1 minute trend saying you want to get it, and you're in a dynamic entry. So it triggers the dynamic entry. You accept it. So you get a bullish candle, and here you enter. So you're entered right here. The swing stop is going to look back. It really, to be honest, it looks back 15 candles. Okay, so it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, in this case, it's right about here. But usually it's going to capture this swing low right here. So if it breaks below this level, then that swing stop would take you out. So it's only 5, 6, 8 pips. If in this case, if it was here, so you entered here, then this would be your stop. Because if you go back 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, somewhere up in here. So this is the lowest candle in the past 15. So it won't take your entry candle. So if you got it here, it would have been the same right here. If you got it here. All right. So do you guys understand what the swing stop is? It just takes your most recent swing low from your entry and it makes that the stop loss. Very simple. And that will give you very tight stops. And in the case of trend trades, they happen right from that area. So if you've picked the spot, you're in. And you can see that's really working out for that supreme combo. Now, I've just unleashed a slew of settings with all swing stops. So those I'm going to let run, and we'll have updates on those. But the supreme combo that you guys saw, up to 200 pips or whatever, swing stop, that'll be one of the setups that's released with the bot. Okay, so that's that. I just wanted to go over that real quick.